Wildly influential and considered the staple of the Euro-Western, the Dollars trilogy has forever changed the tapestry of the core genre. Borrowing from the swift stoic stylings of Japanese samurai film and pseudomorphing it with American noir fixings, director Sergio Leone set out to make a film like no other. His need to create something that wasn't another tired Western filled with the same story tropes that Hollywood is still pushing out, and stepping away from the prestigious tone that so many Italian directors put upon their own work, he pushed his creation to imbue heavy stylization with dark artistic appeal. Although not the first spaghetti Western on record, A Fistful of Dollars, an unauthorized remake of Akira Kurosawa's film Yojimbo, told the story of a drifting gunfighter who shows up in a town ran by two criminal overlords, who have used the town not only as their mainstay, but their battleground. The fighter sees an opportunity here and plays the two sides for, you guessed it, a fistful of dollars. But is this the plot of the film? Is this the plot of the trilogy? Or is our anti-hero, who goes by many names, working insidiously for other reasons? To understand The Man with No Name, we need to start from the beginning. The good, the bad, and the ugly. In actuality, the third theatrical release in the trilogy. Now, what may not be apparent to most viewers the first time watching these films is the backwards order of them. The story's timeline plays out like so. First, the good, the bad, the ugly. Then for a few dollars more. And ending with a fistful of dollars.
Well, this'll help. Take a swing of this, Captain.
The good, the bad, the ugly takes place during the Civil War, between the years 1863 and 1865. This is obvious due to its backdrop, but becomes more substantial considering Clint Eastwood's character receives all the makings of his iconic outfit. From the poncho to the rattlesnake pistol Eastwood brought from the set of his days on Rawhide. And for a few dollars more, and a fistful of dollars, the clues are subtle and almost hidden, making the year they take place sometime after 1873. Now, this timeline can be confusing with the presence of Lee Van Cleef, who, based on his appearance as the bad, perishes to only return in a few dollars more, though these characters are completely different in both style and tone. And this isn't the only time an actor reappears in a major role. Both Gian Maria Volonte and Mario Brega, along with several other regulars, appear in the trilogy numerous times, the former the main heavy in both first and second theatrical installments. What's important to understand about this timeline is that it says a little more about the motivation of Eastwood's character. Scattered with Catholic imagery, we can subtextualize that perhaps Eastwood is more angelic than he appears. Perhaps he isn't human at all, and instead floats around this barren Western playground to even the odds and help those less fortunate souls. Or those that walk that thin line between the good and the bad.
Glad they got him. A man guilty of all those crimes.
People with ropes around their necks don't always hang.
What do you mean?
Even a filthy beggar like that has got a protecting angel. A golden-haired angel watches over him.
Known only as Blondie in the film, Eastwood looks over Eli Wallach's character Tuco, protecting him, trying to curb his behavior, as if it's his mission.
Were you gonna die alone?
Where most characters carry a cocky demeanor that mimics an aura of immortality. Tuco dances around this plane of living as if death is knocking at his door.
But you know the pity is when I'm paid. I always follow my job through.
Hence Van Cleef, ironically nicknamed
Angelic!
Tuco is easily the most humanly conflicted character in the whole trilogy.
Outside of evil, what else have you managed to do?
Sure, I'll go. While I'm waiting for the Lord to remember me. I, Tuco Ramirez, brother of brother Ramirez, will tell you something. You think you're better than I am. Where we came from, if one did not want to die of poverty, one became a priest or a bandit. You chose your way, I chose mine. Mine was harder.
Or to go even deeper, what if this isn't the world of the living, but yet limbo? The arena between heaven and hell, where a soul has determined its destination.
Here you are. Now take this money. It's enough to live on for a while. Now get across the border. Much distance between yourselves and San Miguel as possible.
How may we thank you for what you are doing?
Don't try. Just get going before the Rojos get here.
Why do you do this for us?
Why? I knew someone like you once. There was no one there to help. Now get moving.
It appears that Eastwood is a vagabonding gunslinger who only works for payment, though where every story ends, he accomplishes more than that. At the end of both The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, and for a few dollars more, he rides off with a sizable fortune, only to appear in the next installment with nothing but the clothes on his back. So what happens to all of his earnings? Does he spend it, lose it, get robbed, or does he give it away? Or perhaps does he use the hire for payment clause as a guise to infiltrate the mortal playing field, so not to be found out? In A Fistful of Dollars, he frees a town of its tyrannical governors. And for a few dollars more, he helps out an aging bounty hunter enact revenge on the man who caused the death of his sister. And in The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, he gives Tuco enough rope to be a better person, before it's enough to hang himself. Joe, Manco, Blondie, or the man with no name. Whether you look at his motivations as a simple need for payment or an angelic status from above. It's interesting that when interviewed, Sergio only compared the character to the Archangel Gabriel, the angel of mercy and judgment.